Welcome back, all my no-fap brothers. Welcome back, all my semen retention brothers. It's your captain here, Mr. Washington, aka the Shaved Lion King. Today, I'm going to be talking about the true breakdown of these no-fap superpowers and exactly what it all entails. Also, I want you to know that this is the most vital component to success and happiness in a man's life. All right, this is what this is. I cannot make this up. This is what this is. I'm going to continue to talk about my journey, what I've been through, and the benefits you can expect if you just practice and hold on tight to this journey. How you doing there, my buddy? Let me find somewhere to park here right quick, and then we're gonna go in. There we go. Let's get it right here. All right. How y'all doing today, fellas? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? What's happening, my no-fap brothers? What's happening, my semen retention brothers? What's happening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? All right. All right, so again, today, I just want to give you guys the true breakdown of these no-fap superpowers. Everything's been going good, bro. Straight up, everything's peachy in my life. I feel great. Never could have felt better. You know what I mean? I've been, mostly I'm a low-key type of person. I don't go out a whole lot. You know what I mean? But when I do go out, oh yeah, I've been having the attention of women, like I told you. Most of the time, you guys, honestly, when I go out, I don't go out to like bars and clubs and stuff like that. When I go out to restaurants, really nice restaurants. That's what I do with my time. And I usually, I'm solo, so I go out to these nice restaurants and I order, the top line foods, and I sit with myself, and and next thing you know, people are talking to me, and I'm meeting all these different type of people in my life. So that's basically, what I go through, you know what I mean, on my weekends. But most of the time, I'm a at-home-body type of person. I like to study, you know what I mean? I like to get things done, you know what I mean? I'm always learning. That's one thing that I really enjoy about this no-fap semen retention journey, is I've been a very studious person, okay? And this wasn't something that used to be a big part of my life back before I started no-fap. I wasn't a real studious person, if you will. You know what I mean? I was into, just like what everybody else is into, going out to the clubs, going out to bars, video games, movies, entertainment. But ever since I've been on this journey, all I do now is I study. And everything that I've been studying, you guys, and this is the straight up, honest to God truth, is a reality in this no-fap journey, okay? And I'm just gonna share some things with you guys that I think you should know, because these things have correlated with my life hardcore. I'm gonna get into that. It greatly calms you, my brother. It greatly calms you. As a matter of fact, I noticed that I don't get aggressive as much. I noticed that I am slow to anger. And these are all these things that I'm about to get into, what I like to call, AKA, the superpowers of no-fap. See, when people think about no-fap and semen retention, they're thinking about literal superpowers. And it doesn't work like that, We're real human beings. We're not going to get up and fly around like Superman. We're not going to go around and lift up cars. But there's these superpowers that you get that help you in this life that regular people do not have. And that's what I'm going to be breaking down. So let me start with a couple things that I wrote down, all right? Number one, you will experience higher consciousness, okay? And higher consciousness means that your train of thought is just going to be far above anyone else's. You're going to think more deeply about things. You're going to be in tune more with nature. You're going to be in tune more with your body. You're going to be in tune more with people in general. And this is a big thing that I've noticed, okay? Higher consciousness. The next thing that I notice is your anger will disappear. Now, let me explain something. I used to be, like I told you guys, a Division I college football player, All-American running back. And the reason why I was so good, yes, I was fast, yes, I had the moves, but the reason why I was so good is I played angry, okay? Thank you, brother, thank you. I played angry, okay? And this is what made me a really good football player, because I always would take my anger out on the other team. Sometimes I would take out my anger on our own players in practice, and this is real. No one liked to tackle me because I was a mean effer, you know what I mean? And since I've been on this no fap, people used to try to tell me back in the day that, I had anger issues. I've had my ex-baby mother tell me that I've had anger issues in the past. And you know what? I'm not going to deny any of that not being true. However, I didn't think it was the type of anger issues where I would just go around and be pissed off at people all day. That's not the way it was. The way it was to me was, if someone did step on my toes, my fuse would go off quickly, if you know what I mean. So since I've been doing this semen retention, you guys, I don't see myself, and I haven't been angry at all. And I think that's a huge gift to men, because some of us men have a lot of hard things that go on in our life, a lot of tough situations that go on in our life, whether that be divorce, whether that be women problem, whether that be financial problem, whatever it may be, we can get angry very quickly. And the number one thing that I've learned, and I've just start picking up in this journey, is I don't get angry. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm happy all the damn time. I know that sounds corny, but I'm telling you guys the fucking truth. This is real, you guys. There's nothing here I'm joking about. Everything that I'm gonna tell you here correlates so hard with my life. How long do I plan on doing the no fap semen retention? That's a good question, bro. I plan on going as far as I can go with this. Now, if you guys want to know the truth, I just like to be truthful. I've been going out a lot lately to like restaurants. I go to nice restaurants, high class restaurants. That's what I do with my time. Instead of sitting at home playing video games. What's up, brother? Instead of sitting at home playing video games, instead of fapping off my energy, instead of going to bars and getting drunk, instead of going to clubs and seeking out women in these areas, what I like to do with my time is I like to go to nice upscale restaurants, order real high-class food, and I like to dine by myself. And this is another one of these things that I've been testing to see if my law of attraction actually works. And you guys, every time I go out, without fail, I'm always having conversations with someone. People see me sitting by myself and they come up to me and they start talking to me. As a matter of fact, I went out last night to a high-class restaurant by myself, and I had myself a steak dinner, right? I would say, Jason, I would say that, it keeps me in a state of, I know how to act around them and how to avoid problems. Because let's put it this way. If you have a baby mother and you have a kid and you're not together, then, that's pretty much a rocky kind of situation, right? So every time you're going to go over there, there's going to be some kind of issues. There's going to be some kind of, you're going to be uncomfortable around that person. What I've known is I am so calm, and I am so humble now. That's a great word to put there. I'm so humble now on who I am. And when I go somewhere and I feel negative energy, or I feel somewhere where I'm not liked or wanted, I combat that negative energy with kindness. Now, this doesn't say that I'm being weak at all. No, this is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I try not to add fuel to the fire. I try to put out the fire with the opposite, and that is, being kind, being cool. And I've noticed that since I've been on this journey, you're right, bro. I've noticed a huge difference in the way the relationship is between me and my baby mothers. Number one, they're not getting the energy that they want to get from me. They're not getting that negative energy from me. It's like they can't even understand and see who I am anymore. It's like I'm such a different person while doing this semen retention. Guys, I feel like I'm walking in the highest consciousness. I feel like I'm walking in the highest spirit of life, and I feel like I can navigate myself through any kind of conversation. And this is just real talk, okay? Now, the next thing, number 3, healthy body weight. Guys, I'm not one of these guys that sit on YouTube and make videos and say, oh, I'm on no fap, let's go to the gym and work out and let's get swole muscles and let me take selfies of myself and post them all over the internet. Guys, I'm not one of these guys, okay? But what I can tell you is I've maintained such a great healthy body weight, and I don't even have to work out, okay? I don't go to the gym. I do things at home. I do push-ups, I do sit-ups, I do pull-ups, you know what I mean? I jump rope, and I do all these things. And what I've noticed is my body weight and my health is on point, okay? People might look at me and think that I hit the gym. They could easily look at me and think that I hit the gym, but I do not. It's not that I don't want to hit the gym. It's just I know the distractions that are in the gym, whether that's women walking around in skin tight pants trying to throw me off, or whether it's guys, you know, walking around all steroided up, you know, trying to, you know, make themselves feel better than they are, because most people today's age, believe it or not, are on steroids and they got self-esteem issues. I'm not one of those guys, okay? I don't need to go to the gym. However, if you're one of those guys that is starting no fap semen retention and you feel like you need to go to the gym because maybe you are slightly out of shape, maybe you are need to get, you know, to refine your build, then I would definitely recommend that for you to do. Now, number 4, my eyes, okay? My eyes are super bright, you guys. I'm gonna try to get some light in here. I don't know if you guys can see my eyes, okay? I don't know if you guys cannot see my eyes. Look at my eyes, you guys. Look at my eyes. All right, I want you to look really close to my eyes. Look how bright my eyes are. And this is one of the number 1 things that these women are attracted to, okay? This is what I'm starting to pick up on, okay? Not only is it, you know, the aura that I'm putting out, it's my eyes. I mean, look at my eyes. Look at my skin, you guys. I can't make this up. And, you know, 16 months is no joke of semen retention, you guys. All right, 16 months. I'm not one of these guys out here that are bragging about going a month. I'm not one of these guys out here that are bragging about going 90 days, because I'm not shooting anybody down, but that is nothing. That is a drop in the bucket to 16 months, okay? That is a drop in the bucket to 16 months. And what I'm starting to see, guys, is my health is so damn vital. And this is why these women are attracted to me, okay? I went out, like I said, I went out to this steak restaurant last night, right? And I was sitting by myself. And I noticed the last 3 times that I've been there, there's this blonde girl, and she's super cute. Okay, I have a thing for blondes, even though I told you I'm trying to avoid Caucasian women at this time. But this blonde is always staring at me. And last night I finally said something to her, and she stopped and talked to me and introduced herself to me. And the number 1 thing that I noticed about our conversation is she was looking me dead in my eyes. And not only that, after we met, she walked away, because I kept it real short, because, you know, I'm not trying to give out, you know, the signs that I'm desperate, or I'm not trying to give out the signs that, you know, I'm trying to chase women down and that's what I'm trying to do. No. But what I did is I kept it real short. I asked her, I said, excuse me, miss, may I ask your name? And she said her name was Becca. I introduced myself. I said, hi, my name is Darius. Very nice to meet you. And I'm the one who turned away. Right? I said, nice to meet you, and I'm the one who turned away, right? So when I turned away, that was the end of our talk. Now, I started sitting down and continued to finish my steak, right? As I'm finishing my steak, she walks up, because she's a waitress. She walks up from behind the counter, and she comes up to me, and she goes, what are you having? And I said, oh, it's just some steak and some mashed potatoes. And she goes, that's very good. And she smiled at me again. Now, I'm telling you guys to say this. There is something there. There is something that I'm putting out. Whether it's I'm going out to these places in full confidence by myself, you know what I mean? Because I'm going everywhere solo bolo. I'm not going with guys anymore. I feel like I can't hang out with people that are on my level when I'm on semen retention, okay? I just really can't. I just feel like people who are not on this, or they give off a real weak and needy aura. Okay, this is just something that I've really picked up over, you know, the last year, and I'm starting to notice. Okay, but again, as I tell you guys, look at my eyes. I cannot make this up. Your eyes get super bright. You get super healthy. Look at my skin, you guys. Okay, you know, most of these people out here making these videos are not going to be personable like this. They're not going to tell you the truth. You know, it just disappoints me that I watch so many no-fap videos, so many semen retention videos, and half of these guys are just, they're just on here just to show off. They're on here to show off their bodies. They're on YouTube to act, if you will, because I know they're not really doing this journey like they say they are. Yeah, and you're on day 8. Let's see here. Day 8, there's not going to be nothing. There's not going to be no big surprises on day 8. Okay. But what I can tell you, I remember this distinctively when I first started, because I've done this multiple times, you guys. This wasn't a one-time go for me. I remember I told you in one of my previous videos, I went 3 months without sex. I went 2 months without sex. I went 1 month without sex. And that was masturbation too as well. I went this long before I figured out that I was doing what they call no fap, okay, and semen retention, because I made a vow to myself that I only wanted to release with a woman. So I ended up going 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months, okay, before I figured out what no fap was, right? And during that first month is what I'm going to say. I can't really break it down per se to days. Okay, I don't really like to break it down like that, but within that first month, you can count those 8 days within that first month. And that first month, you're going to see some huge changes. Okay, the changes that you're going to see is, the number one thing that you're going to see is you're going to have lots of sexual energy. Okay, because now that you're telling yourself that you're going to do this journey and you're going to abstain, you're going to start building up this energy. This is where you need to put that energy, start putting and training your mind and putting that energy into other places, like reading, like studying, like maybe putting it into a business. And then if you're a big workout person and that's what you want to do, then you can go ahead and you can start venturing off in that field as well. Okay, but that first month, that's where all this energy is going to start building up, and you're going to have to figure out something to do with it fast. If you don't, you're going to be back on the ringer again. Okay, because again, a lot of people don't even make it past that month threshold. All right, so if you're in that month threshold and you're building yourself up constantly to get there, you got to understand you have to put this energy somewhere, or if it doesn't, that energy is going to take you back over. Okay, and it's going to push you back into relapse. All right, and this is the number one thing that you don't want to do. Okay, fortunate for me, I live in a small town. I live in a small town, right? And in this small town, there isn't a whole lot of stuff to do. Okay, and I particularly don't like going around hanging out with younger people that are less mature than me. You know what I mean? I don't like to do that. Okay, the only time I told you guys I've been out is that one time that I went to the bar, and most of the time I like to go out now. Like I tell you, I like to go out to these restaurants and I like to wine and dine myself. So the next thing that I want to tell you guys is you become extremely magnetic. Okay, hello, I'm telling you guys the truth here. You become extremely magnetic. Okay, and this is, I've proven this to you guys over and over and over again. You guys must understand this. There's absolutely no placebo effect with no fap. This shit is real. Okay, and the only people that are going to be able to experience this level are the people that are really doing it. Not the people on these YouTube videos that tell you they went 30 days and they relapse and they have to make a video about relapse. And nobody wants to hear about relapsing. We're not here to entertain you. I'm here to give you knowledge so you can put this into practice. There's nothing cool about relapsing and making a video about it. There really isn't, you guys. Okay, so the good thing to do is to make videos the longer you progress. All right, you go a month, make a video about it. You go 2 months, make a video about it. You go 3 months, start fucking getting excited and make a damn video about it. Okay, but don't be making videos about I almost relapsed, there's nothing funny and joking about no fap. This is a serious thing. This is for real men. This isn't for boys. Okay, Only real men are going to get to this level, all right? Only people who have extreme discipline, only the people who really want to change their lives are going to get to this level. This is no game to me, you guys. I don't make videos every other day making videos about stupid shit to entertain you, okay? When you see my face, you guys know that I'm going to be on here to be serious, all right? And that's just the way I am. Give me 1 second here. My phone popped down. Hold on a second, guys. Just stay up there for me. Okay. Hopefully it'll stay up there. If it doesn't, we're going to have some more technical difficulties and I'll figure it out. All right. Okay. So like I was saying, you become extremely magnetic. Day 41, pure retention so far. This has been a roller coaster. Yeah, bro. Like I said, it will be at first, but don't get discouraged. All right, don't get discouraged. Don't watch videos where people who are falling off. Don't watch those videos, because what end up happening is it tends to make you weak, right? It tends to make you weak when you watch somebody else fall off and fail, and it makes you think that you can go back and you can go in that same predicament, which is what I don't want you to do at all. I want you to watch positive videos. I want you to watch people who are really doing this without fail, okay? Because there is going to be some roller coasters. There's going to be times where it only, when you're retaining semen that long, what end up happening, you guys, is all it takes is a split second to look at a woman's ass, to look at a woman's breast, to look at some sexy girl that you know, and you're going to get aroused. And when I told you guys, when you get aroused and you don't have an outlet, that concentrated energy goes back into your balls, and this is what causes blue balls. And this is the #1 thing that gets people to fall off and relapse, okay? It's nothing scientific here, bro. It's pretty common sense. So the best thing that I can tell you, I know it's hard because I still do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, you guys, the next thing that I want to tell you guys is respect, all right? Respect, all right? I get tons of respect wherever I go, you guys, okay? Tons of respect wherever I go, all right? I'm not making this crap up, you guys. It's of course you have to dress the part. Of course you can't be one of these people who are walking somewhere with saggy pants. You know what I mean? You're walking around, you know, with just a bad attitude, a bad look on your face. I'm one of these people who walk around with their head up. I'm one of these people who walk around very sharp. I'm one of these people who look the part. And if you're feeling good, you will look the part. This isn't something that you'll just do. I mean, I'm just telling you, if you're really doing this, your whole demeanor is going to change. Everything about you is going to change. And then one of the #1 things that you will start to get out of this is respect from strangers. As I told you guys, I go to these restaurants by myself, okay? I have dinner at these high-class restaurants by myself. And I always have older people, older women, older gentlemen, women younger than me, it doesn't matter. I'm always having conversations with someone. And this isn't out of coincidence, because these people don't need to come up to me. These people don't need to come up and talk to me. But there's some kind of energy that you're putting out that demands respect, all right? The next thing, you start to get praise from people, okay? I'm not trying to tell you this is like an idol worship type of thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you'll get praise from people. You'll get compliments on the way you look. You'll get compliments on how your hair is, maybe how color your eyes are, maybe what you're wearing. You might even get praise on, you know, just from being there. You know what I mean? Someone just might come up to you and tell you that you're a nice looking gentleman. You guys, none of this stuff I am making up. All of this stuff is 100% pure facts if you're on no Fap Semen Retention and you're really doing this, okay? if you're really doing this, all right? And I just don't hear people talking about this stuff because I can see right through a lot of people. A lot of people are just doing this for views, you guys. People are not really taking this journey as seriously as they're supposed to, okay? Another thing that you will see, you will start to notice that you get more friends, okay? I'm not trying to tell you that I go out and seek friends. I'm not trying to tell you that I go out and I hang out with friends. What I'm starting to know is, yeah, blue balls is real, brother. You're absolutely right. Blue balls is the number one thing. Like I was just telling them, blue balls is the number one thing that will throw you off this no fap journey. It is the number one thing that will throw you off this no fap journey. You guys, I'm gonna tell you a true story really quick. I know I always bounce around, but bear with me. I'm not trying to make this you know, a video that's just, you know, got everything in order. But I want to tell you guys this. There was a time, okay, I believe it was during my 6 months, 7 months in my journey, right? There was a time where I would go around and go see my baby mother, right? I would go around and see her, and she's famous for wearing the yoga pants. She's famous for wearing sports bras. She's famous for wearing all these things, right? And like I said, I'm around 6, 7 months, right? So what's up, buddy? So around 6, 7 months, I would encounter my baby mother wearing these things. And what happened with me is if I would stare, it only have to be 5 seconds of staring. If I stared in that 5 seconds, I instantly, because you got all this sexual energy in you, you got to understand this. I instantly get rock hard, okay? Instantly, all right? And then you have to go try to hurry up and put ice on your balls. You got to go try to hurry up and get away, because what's going to happen is now that you've got rock, what exactly is going to happen is that rock is going to transfer into your balls. And this is where those blue balls happen. Now, let me tell you a true story about this part. So I got home. No problem, brother. I appreciate you for watching. So I go home, right? Now, I go home, and it's about, I don't know, about an hour after I saw all this, about an hour after I got rocked. And guess what happened, guys? Guess what happens? The worst pain of blue ball attacks I've ever had in my life. So bad, you guys, that I wanted to release it. It hurt so bad that I wanted to release it. But you know what else happened, you guys? I was at a pain threshold that was so great, even though I psychologically was telling myself to release it, I couldn't have done it anyway, because the pain was so great. The pain had built up so great that I was at a point of no return. Even if I had wanted to release it, I couldn't have. Okay, so this is where I'm warning you guys, and I'm telling you because I've already been through this stuff, okay? And you know what I did? You know what I did? You know the only way I held back and I didn't release is I just didn't release. I just laid there in pain, praying, yelling out loud. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. There's no secret on how you're gonna beat this crap, okay? It's reality, all right? It's some people might say, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you go through that? Why would you torture yourself? Listen, you guys, I was at a point of no return. So even if I wanted to release at that time, I couldn't. So I told myself I might as well just stick it out. And that's what I did. Okay. Now, after I had done that a couple times, because I had that happen to me a couple times, right? After I had done that a couple times, I noticed that the blue balls didn't come back so strong anymore. Okay. It's because I had gone to like the height of the pain threshold, right? Doing that a couple times. And now instantly when I recognize myself doing that or seeing that, I turn away quickly and I'm focused on something else, and I don't get to that level again, right? All right. Next thing I want to tell you guys, financial prosperity, okay? Financial prosperity. Now listen to this. I've never been the type of guy, you know, I just never been the type of guy, we're guys, right? I've never been the type of guy to always have his financial things in order. I've never been the type of guy to try to save money. I'm the type of guy, when I get money, I go out and I spend it. I go out and I go buy something. I go out and I don't have things like that in order. You guys, I don't know what is happening to me, but it's an amazing and the most beautiful experience that I've had in my life. because now I have my ducks in order. Now I know what my goals are. Now I know what I'm saving towards. I don't go out and blow money. Like I said, I used to be one of those people that go out and buy weed all the time. I used to be one of those people that go out and spend money on shit that didn't matter. I used to be one of those people that would just go out and just, go to clubs, just blow money on video games, just stupid stuff. You guys, since this semen retention has took over my life and is now in the driver's seat, I have my ducks in order as far as getting money together, not spending my money, saving my money, spending my money on things that matter, saving it for weeks at a time. I didn't used to go through these things, okay? And these are all these things that I'm telling you that are so vital to one's life. Michael, you know, it's hard to say with women, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not, it's not nothing to brag about. I mean, she's my baby mother. I've been with her plenty of times, so I'm pretty sure I'm the one that's imprinted her womb. She has two of my children, so I'm pretty sure that's a huge possibility, but I'm not trying to sit up here and brag about a woman that I've been with, hundreds of times. You know what I mean? What I look at is I look at women that I don't know. And I have story after story after story for you guys about these women approaching me and talking to me. So I really think it's huge, and it does have something to do with attraction, the law of attraction, because women are they're just interested in you. And of course my baby mother's interested in me. I mean, we have kids together. I'm pretty sure if I really, really wanted to, that I could go there with her. But you guys, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in that right now. It's not that I don't care about her, and it's not I don't find her attractive in some ways. It's just I'm not interested in that right now. That's a good question, Jason. The best diet. Now, see, this is a little interesting because I follow a couple different diets. I follow a ketogenic diet, but I also eat lots of raw foods. I eat lots of raw cheese, butter, milk. I used to eat some raw eggs. I used to do that type of stuff. I don't really eat as much as the raw stuff anymore. I eat most of I drink most of the raw milk, the raw butters, and the raw cheese is what I do. I eat a lot of lean meats. I drink a lot of water, a lot of distilled water, and I avoid fast food. So the number one thing that I would recommend for you guys to do is to avoid fast food. If you guys are looking for something to help you out through this semen retention journey that's not going to make you fall back into relapse mode, you have to eat foods that are nurturing your body. You can't eat all these processed soy infested foods, because these foods are going to weaken your aura, and it's going to make you more susceptible to going back to masturbation and stuff of that nature. So avoid fast food at all costs. Now, I know you're right. You're right, brother. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely fucking right about the soy lecithin. They got it in everything, you guys. They got the soy products and everything. You can't go to the store. I'm dead serious. Unless you go to like a Whole Foods organic store, you can't go to any of these stores and you cannot find any foods without this stuff in it. So if you're eating fast food, what the hell you think you're eating? All you got to do is go to their website, and they will tell you all the ingredients in their website. And I'm telling you, none of the stuff that you guys are eating at these fast food restaurants are real food, okay? And they're only working against you. So take that into consideration. The next thing I want to talk about, you're mindful knowing exactly what to do. Did you hear what I said? You are mindful knowing exactly what to do. Now, this is something that's huge. This, to me, is one of those superpowers, okay? I am mindful of everything that goes around me, just like how we were talking about diets just now, just how we were talking about avoiding situations, traps that are going to give you blue balls. I'm mindful of all these things, okay? And this keeps me one step ahead of all the bad things that are going to try to knock me off of this journey, okay? And if you really take consideration of what I'm telling you, This mindful thing is almost like a sixth sense, all right? Because it keeps you on this straight and narrow path. Therefore, you're not getting thrown off, you guys, all right? It's just like you're walking around and you're stepping on eggshells, but you're mindful of stepping on the eggshells because you don't want to break them. It's the same damn thing here, okay? You're way more alert on what you're doing, and you know exactly what to do, all right? You know exactly what to do. It's like you're almost getting some kind of voice in your head telling you exactly what to do. Hyper focus. That's a good word. That's a great way to explain it, brother. Now, check this out. If a man stores up his sexual energy, okay? If a man stores up his sexual energy, he becomes stronger. He becomes healthier. Intuition. Great word. That's the word I was looking for, brother. He becomes, listen to this, you guys. If a man stores up his sexual energy, he becomes stronger, healthier, and more vital. You hear that? If a man stores up his sexual energies, he becomes stronger, healthier, and more vital. And again, this is something that's not rocket science, you guys, right? This is something that's not rocket science. I just had a guy earlier commenting on one of my videos talking about balding has nothing to do with releasing your semen. It's more genetic. And I responded to him like this. Yes, that's partially true. That's partially true, but I'll give you something else to think about. All the people that I know, especially in my family, I have 2 younger brothers, okay? I have 2 younger brothers. Now, explain this to me. Why are they both bald? Both of my brothers were into pornography like no other, spanking their monkey every single day. And they've lost all their hair, okay? All of it, all right? All the guys that I know around college town, all the guys that I know that are football players that I used to know that all they care about is busting their nut, right? They're all bald, okay? Now, you have some guys out there that are on testosterone, steroids, and that causes them to go bald. Or you have guys out there that are on bad diets and they're not getting any nutrition. And what happens when you don't get the proper nutrition, your body leaches from itself and starts to eat itself. How do I know? Because I used to be a vegan for 7 years, and it was one of the worst decisions that I had ever made in my life. Because at one point I was super healthy, muscular, vital, and my body started eating itself, okay? Because I was malnourished, all right? And when you become malnourished, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose, your body's going to lose out on all the things that keeps it healthy, right? And your hair is one of the number one things that's going to be the first to go, you guys, all right? So understand this. You hear people telling you out there that releasing your semen has nothing to do with you balding. They're full of shit, okay? And they're just making an excuse so they can keep fapping off, all right? I'm telling you guys, this has everything to do with preserving your health. This has everything to do with slowing down your aging and releasing your semen, okay? This I cannot make up, okay? This is something that I will, like I said, I'll put my stamp of approval on this, you guys. Day 104, hey, man. Day 104, hey, man. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. But you got to be strong, brother. You got to be strong because those demons are going to come looking for you soon, right? They're going to come looking for you in the form of a wet dream. They're going to come looking for you. They're going to come looking for you as far as to trick you back to watching some pornography. They're going to come looking for you as a female that you haven't seen in a long time that's going to come and try to leech your energy from you. So if you're on day 104, please stay strong. Stay focused, okay? Guard this like you are guarding all of your money in your wallet, okay? Do not let someone take this from you, okay? What I want for you guys to do more than anything is you don't have to go 16 months like me. You don't have to go to my goal of 2 years. You don't have to do that like me. You don't have to do that. You can just make it, if you can just make it 6 months, if you can make it a year, I will have the utmost respect for any man that can restrain and conserve and preserve his semen for that long. Because at that point, I won't need to explain all these things for you because you're going to get all these benefits yourself. You're absolutely right, brother. There is nothing better that helps aid semen retention than fasting. All right, because again, remember I told you foods can be your detriment as well. If you're eating fast foods, if you're eating foods with lots of sugar in them, I don't know what it does per se scientifically, you guys, but it weakens your aura, it weakens you, okay, and it makes you more susceptible to do things that are weak, like releasing your semen or watching some pornography. You have to eat clean during this time, okay? And fasting is something that I do a lot. Is something that I highly, highly recommend. So the next thing, you guys, you become ambitious and creative, okay? Think about this. Ambitious and creative, all right? Now, me, I've always had some sort of like kind of creative mind, but ever since I've been doing this, guys, I've gotten more creative with my work. I've gotten more creative with the conversations that I have. There you go. Lion loses his mane after castration. So it has plenty to do with keeping that vital energy in you. Thank you for that comment, brother. But like I said, I became more creative with everything. You guys, I honestly wish all you men could get to the point that I'm at. I really wish it, because then you would be making these videos and then you would have to understand what it's like to try to explain this to people, because this is nothing that I'm not making up. Everything that I'm telling you is the absolute truth and is happening to me tenfold, okay? My creative ability is just at one of the highest levels that it's ever been at. I'm creative in the way I do videos. I'm creative the way I carry myself. I'm creative when I have conversations with people. I'm creative with everything that I do now, okay? And creativity is like one of the #1 things that will help you get to what it is that you're trying to do. You're going to become more creative. You're going to open up more doors. You're going to have more opportunities to meet people, because that creative energy is powerful, you guys, okay? I cannot make this up. All right, check this out. The next thing, you're going to develop stamina and endurance. Now, your endurance and your stamina, for sure, brother, for sure. Now, get this. Stamina and endurance. All right, guys, I hate it for the woman that I decide to release with. I hate it for the woman that I decide to release her, because I'm going to wear her out. Do you hear me? I'm going to wear her out. She's probably going to fall head over heels in love with me because of all of this stamina, endurance, and this energy, and this magnetic energy that I have, you guys. I cannot make this shit up. I feel like I freaking have superpowers, bro. I feel like I can put my hand out and literally some kind of energy will come out of my hands. That's exactly how I feel. And I notice these women notice it. I'm telling you guys, I cannot make this up. So the woman that I get with, I'm telling you, when I decide to release this, or even if I don't release it, even if I do get with her and I have intercourse with her and I don't release, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, that is like a slim possibility of even happening, because it is very hard. We all know it's very hard when you start having intercourse with a woman to not release, okay? That's another step. That's another level of semen retention that I have yet to touch, and I don't even think that I'm going to be able to obtain that type of a level. I'm just going to keep it real with you, all right? The way that I look at this is I'm building myself up. I'm going to achieve my goal. If it happens, it happens. If I go longer, then I go longer. But again, the rate that I'm going and the things that are happening to me now, I'm going to eventually run into the woman that I'm meant to meet. You're right. You're right. And that's one of the #1 reasons that the birth rates have declined. It's one of the #1 reasons why we're having so many women. Is there a mad scientist that's at work here? Why is it that every time all the guys that I know are having more little girls than they are little boys, right? That all has to do with what you're eating, and it also has to do with the magnitude of how much sperm you're releasing. As I told you guys in one of my last videos, that the way that I had a boy this time, because I had 2 girls previously, right? The way that I had a boy this time was I built myself up for almost 3 months before I started having sex with her. And guess what happened this time when she got pregnant? We had a boy. I hear you, man. I hear you. Now, check this out. The next thing that I want to tell you, which is really one of these superpowers. So listen to this, guys. The power to influence with will, with will and thought. Did you hear what I just said? The power to influence with the thought and will. Okay? Why is it that when someone goes on one of these videos and they're really doing their semen retention, right? They're really doing this, right? Why is it that they're able to reach such a big audience? Why is it that they're able to be able to basically have people follow them, basically have people believe exactly what they're saying? Why do you think that's possible? Why you think that these things are just happening? These are some of the things that we can't explain, you guys. We just literally can't explain these things. These are things we cannot break down with science, okay? But I've noticed the same thing, because before I started my journey, I was watching other men who were doing the same thing. And guess what? They were able to influence me just like I'm able to influence many of you, okay? If I was up here bullshitting, if I was up here not doing exactly what it is that I said I'm doing, then how would I be able to have the ability to reach so many people, right? This is a superpower, you guys. You could use this power to have huge businesses. You could use this power to have huge followings. You could use this power for good or bad. But I would hope that you would use this type of power for bad or for good, because I don't use all the powers that I'm obtaining, you guys. I'm not using this for bad. I'm not going out there chasing down girls and talking their panties off and having them submit to me. I'm using everything for good. You're right. You're right. It is mental. It is mental. It is very, very mental. You have to tell yourself that you're not going to do it. And if you do it, if you do that, everything's going to work out for you. Veganism, man, robs you from all your vital minerals and nutrients. You become malnourished on veganism. Veganism, when you're eating plants don't have the same nutrition as meat does, bro. It's just facts, all right? And I know a lot of people out there probably are vegan or still just now learning about the vegan. Man, I'm telling you guys, go to my health specialist channel and watch my ex-vegan videos, okay? There's plenty of men out there who are ex-vegans and plenty of people out there who have gone through the same shit that I went through when I was a vegan. I became very sick. I became very ill. It's because I was malnourished, okay? And now that I'm back eating meat, drinking raw milk and all this stuff, I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. I will never go back to veganism again. Veganism is a trap, okay? And it's pushed by the government. It lowers your sperm count. It makes women infertile. There's so many things that it does. Veganism is a trap. So that's all we need to talk about as far as that veganism goes. The next thing that I want to tell you guys is you will be sick less often, all right? You will be sick less often, all right? Yep, you're right, bro. Haven't met a healthy male vegan, huh? And most of them take steroids, and that's just the honest truth. All the guys that are honestly the vegan men that act like they healthy, they're all taking steroids, bro. Steroids and testosterone is huge now in today's age. You know, it's everywhere. It's in high schools, it's in colleges, and sports. Many men are taking testosterone, okay? Period. And it's just the way it is. So like I was saying, you guys, you will be sick less often. Now, me, I can't remember the last time that I've been sick, all right? I cannot remember the last time that I've been sick. It's been over a couple years, okay? The last time that I was sick was well over a couple of years ago, all right? And it's because that semen, you guys, those minerals and the nutrients, man, they're being recirculated through your body, thus building your immunity up way stronger than it actually is supposed to be, okay? Which is a beautiful thing about being a male. We have this regenerative power inside of us, and if we were just to keep it inside of us, a lot of our problems that we have would just be eliminated, okay? The same thing with sickness, all right? Good job, Mike, brother. Michael, 315. Welcome to the 315 Club. Welcome to the 315 Club, man. That's something good and be proud of, man. You're using your semen retentions for good benefits, things to help better you, things that help make you feel better, all right? But I just want you to focus too, Brother Michael, just not on the aesthetics. Start focusing on that mind. Start studying, start encompassing more knowledge and more wisdom. It'll help you out in the long run. You're right. This is man, you guys, I wish I was able to use my words better. I wish I was, more word slick, and I'd be able to tell you all these words to be able to try to describe exactly what's happening to me on this. But I feel like I have found the key. I have found the key to male happiness, to the male powers, to the male superpowers, to any problem that I could have in my life. I think I have found the key, okay? And I have never felt better in my life about anything, okay? Nothing has affected my life in a more positive way than this semen retention, you guys, okay? Without a doubt, okay? Without a doubt. And this is why I said this is going to be the number one thing that I talk about now. Yes, I care about the MGTOW community. Yes, I care about the health community. Yes, I care about all those things, but nothing is more important to me right now than this semen retention. Because you have all these guys, let's jump on MGTOW real quick. You have all these guys in the MGTOW community talking about going their own way, but yet they're still jacking off, right? They're still drinking beer and alcohol to an paramount level and fucking off their health. What is the point? It's supposed to be bettering yourself. You're supposed to be bettering yourself. You're a man going his own way. So why are you still looking at pornography with women in it? I'm not telling you to go look at pornography with men in it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are you still looking at pornography with women in it if you're going your own way? Why are you still jacking off? Why are you still doing all these bad things to your health? Why? I just don't get it. Why are you doing these things? You're supposed to be a man going his own way, okay? And if you're a man going his own way, then you need to be fucking practicing semen retention. All right? And if you're not practicing semen retention, I don't fucking take you seriously. All right? I don't take you seriously at all. All right? And that's facts. Okay? Because you're not a real man in my eyes if you're not practicing this. You're just one of these little weak dudes around here fapping his energy away who just doesn't give a damn and who's depressed and he just thinks, well, just gonna jack off because I can. You're going against everything that we're telling you. We're going against everything against your body. We're trying to help you be the best person that you can be, but yet you still want to do what the fuck you want to do. What is the point of all that? What is the point of all that? Okay? What is the point? Okay? I'm not coming on here to just talk to an empty audience. I'm coming on here to talk to men who actually want to do this. All right? I just get sick. I'm sorry talking negative, but you guys, I just get sick of it. I get sick of seeing these people do these things, okay? And they're most of these men who, I can see they've just given up on life because they figure they're not going to get a woman anymore. They've hit the man wall. They don't look good. You know what I mean? Well, if you started working on yourself a little bit more, maybe those things could turn around. Okay? And I know they can. I don't care what you look like. There's somebody out in this world for everybody. Even bald-headed fat man can find him a woman, okay? And I'm not trying to tell you that you need to go be in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying no one deserves to be celibate for the rest of their life. No one deserves to be alone and not have a female companion for the rest of their life. You guys, women were made for men, okay? You must understand that. They were made for us, all right? Even though we have this gynocracy and we have feminism and all this shit taking over, it does not mean that there isn't a woman out there who will not appreciate you, all right? And I'm not telling you to marry her. I'm not telling you to fall in love with her. But you do need some kind of help in this life, all right? And a female could greatly benefit you in the right situations, okay? That's just the way I feel. I guarantee you Bruce Lee practiced semen retention. He may not have done it to a high level, but I guarantee you there was times that he did, okay? Because remember, chi energy is keeping one's energy inside themselves. You're right. But why would we want to keep this secret? It's like we're trying to really help our brothers. We're really trying to help people out there get to this level, you guys, right? Why wouldn't other men want to get to this? There's no way in hell you could possibly be that depressed about life, right? that you did not want to find an answer to help better your situation. There's no way possible, okay? And this, if I can go through what I've went through and found an outlet and a way to help me, why couldn't it help many of you? You're right, boxers, MMA fighters, shit, even old like old warriors in the olden days, they all preached semen retention. How do you think they had that power to go to war? How do you think they had that extra oomph to take out another man? How do you think they had that? Do you think if they were really releasing their fapping all the time and became a weak society that they would be able to be where they were? Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. But you guys, we live in this society where they promote women as sexual objects, and they put them all over TV. They have them walking around. They've got these women. They've got these women's minds, and now these women think they can walk around with all this sexual freedom, okay? Which causes causes a backfall on us men, because we're the ones that are receptacle to that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so check this out. Like I said, you will be sick less often. You will be sick less often. Health problems will be minimized or disappear entirely. Did you hear what I said? You will be sick less often. Health problems will be minimized or disappear entirely. You guys, where does most of your immunity lie in a human body? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? You don't know? Well, I'll tell you where it lies. It lies in your gut, okay? That's where the most immunity in your body lies. It's in your gut, okay? That is the epicenter of your health, all right? Now, if you are keeping all those vitamins and minerals and nutrients that can create a freaking child recirculating inside of your system, you are going to build up an immunity so tough that there will be nothing that will be able to penetrate you and make you sick. This is a superpower. Remember, we live in the real world, okay? We don't live in some Marvel comic world. We live in a real world. You're right, man. You're right. Yeah, don't get that flu shot, brother. You get that flu shot, and I guarantee you will end up with that flu. That's a fact. All right, so check this out. The next thing, you need less sleep. You need less sleep. Hold on. Look, you guys need to look at me again. Okay, look at my face, you guys. That's what a 40-year-old healthy man looks like. Look at my eyes. Look at my face. 16 months. Okay? And if you really want to know more, I've been close. It's probably more closer to 2 years almost, because there was, like I said, there was times where I was going a month without it. I was going 2 months without it. I was going 3 months without it before I figured out what semen retention was. All right? And look, I've kept all that shit inside me. And look what you get. 4 hours a night. I get a little bit more than that, but yes, you could survive off of that, brother. If you were doing semen retention, you're absolutely right. You definitely could survive off of that. But I get more than that. I'm more 7 hours, okay? I get 7 hours, and that's all I need. And I go the whole day strong, all right? Strong, okay? And sometimes I get less than that because I like to stay up late and study. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm always watching something. I'm always reading something. I'm one of those people that do that, right? So I've noticed that I need way less sleep than I do, and I still look good. I don't ever look tired. Man, you guys, I see so many people with these videos. I see so many people out here in reality that look just dead tired. Bags under their eyes, just tired, no energy. It is way easier to gain muscle. It is way easier to gain muscle. What do you think? You know what testosterone is, right? Do you know how much you expel during an orgasm of testosterone? So imagine, that's why my physique, I look like I lift weights. I don't lift weights. I haven't touched a weight in almost over a year. I don't lift weights. Everything I do is muscle, body weight exercising. Cold showers, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Cold showers really work because they don't rob you. They don't rob you of energy, unlike hot showers do. Okay, so cold showers is a great, great tool. Yeah, calisthenics is awesome, brother. I love calisthenics as well, bro. That's what keeps you sharp, man. Calisthenics, if you really want to know my number one thing, calisthenics is it, bro. That's it, man. Any kind of calisthenics will keep you sharp. So check this out. The next thing. You will develop a more even temperament. Few things will irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Did you just hear what I said, guys? Huh? Let me repeat that one more time. You develop a more even temperament, right? Few things irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Do you see what I'm saying? How is this not superpowers, you guys, in the real world? How is this not superpower in the real world, you guys? Right? How is this not... I'm going to read it again. You develop a more even temperament. Few things irritate you or cause you to lose your frame. Now you see why you can deal when I tell you your sperm is your shield against bullshit. Your sperm is your shield of protection for a man. When you are retaining your semen, you are bringing out that alpha inside of you, that alpha energy inside of you. Therefore, I don't know too many situations in this world where people go up and attack alpha men, right? Or anything in the wild that's alpha. I don't see that ever having an issue with anything that's considered a peasant or smaller than it, right? Your temperament becomes so cool. You become such a mellow and such a chill person that things do not bother you, all right? I've been to court multiple times. I've had all these things that I've shared with you guys, right? Mr. Former, my boy, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Mr. Former in the building, y'all. If y'all are not subscribed to Mr. Former, get your ass over there and subscribe to my man's channel. Mr. Former is leading the damn MGTOW crusade, bro. Mr. Former, Hammerhand, Mr. Elite, those are my boys, all right? If you're not subscribed to them, subscribe to them. Watch his newest video. If you miss being in a relationship, part 5. All right. Mr. Forman's the man. All right. So the next thing that I want to tell you guys, you become bolder, more courageous, displaying integrity. Read it one more time. You become bolder and more courageous, displaying integrity. These are these things, gentlemen. These are these things, gentlemen, that are going to make you who it is you want to be. So you can have all the components possible to make every single thing that you do better for yourself. These things are absolutely vital, you guys. These things are absolutely vital. The next thing I want to talk about. You develop consistency of character and strong will of pursuing your goals. Read it one more time. You develop consistency of character and strong will of pursuing your goals. Now you see why everyone who is doing this journey cannot and will not be stopped. Is it clear as day? Is it clear as day that you see why you are on a wrecking path, on a runaway train to success? Do you see these things, gentlemen? Do you? I hope you do. The next thing I want to say. this activates your sixth sense, okay? This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. Right? Are you following me? This activates your sixth sense. This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. You guys, are you not seeing these superpowers on which are easily obtainable by any man? Any man who wants to obtain these things and become a standout person, have abilities higher than any other ordinary person walking around on this planet, has the opportunity to take his own life in his own hands and be able to better himself. Okay? All of these things that I'm telling you, I am seeing them personally take fold in my life. That's why I feel it so important and is imperative to me to share this with you guys. Okay? This is no joke. This is no dream. This is the only way that a man can become his best version of himself genuinely. All right? The next thing. Check this out. Actually, let me read that one more time because there's something I left out. So it activates your sixth sense. This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. This comes from sexual transmutation. It will bring you to the status of a genius. Driven by this emotion, men will become gifted with superpowers. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. What? No. Did you just hear what I said? Did you just hear? No, hold on. Stop the presses. Rewind. Activates your sixth sense. This is the difference between an ordinary man and a genius. This comes from sexual transmutation. It will bring you to the status of a genius. Driven by this emotion, men will become gifted with superpowers. This sexual transmutation energy is the most powerful energy on the face of the earth. And through it, it will cause you to become the best of your DNA could ever offer, pushing you to the status of a genius. You guys ever wonder why? Exactly, brother. Exactly. You hit it right on the head, Michael. That's exactly who it came from. So you're hearing these things, right? These are people before us who's done this, who made a difference in this world, who have created things that we can't explain because they were living in themselves during this time and using that sexual energy to elevate them to the status of a genius. You guys, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable what a man can accomplish, okay? And we already see small parts of this. We all have creative sides. We all have good creative abilities, right? But if you were just to take that sexual energy that drives you every day to create, to procreate, to build, if you just take that drive and you put it and you redirect it somewhere else, gentlemen, you can elevate yourself, your average person that you thought you were, to the status of a genius. This is the realest as it gets. There is no placebo here. This is coming from philosophers before me, before our time, who've already done this, who have used the art of transmutation to make changes in this world, okay? To be leaders and to be people that we are looking up to now in this day and age, okay? All this information, this knowledge has been hidden from us, all right? And we are living in the information We're living in the era of information and knowledge, right? Everything is easily accessible. On the internet, there's books, there's people making videos. So there is absolutely no excuse for you as a man to be sitting back and not taking any of this energy and applying it and making something out of your life, leaving a mark on this world, whether that be videos, whether that be speeches, whether that be helping a business, whatever it is. There is no excuse for you as a man to be sitting around with all of this ability and waste it. Okay? There is no excuse for it. Last thing, the last thing I want to tell you guys. Check this out. The last thing. Brilliant power will come from this. Okay? We just talked about how it elevates you to the status of a genius, right? Brilliant power will come from this. You will be able to turn out immense mental work. Okay? You will be able to turn out immense mental work. Super intelligent. A magnetic aura. Influence many people just by speaking a few words. His speech will be thrilling and inspiring. Hello? Is there anyone home? My fellow semen retention men, my fellow no-fap men. You have now just got all the answers that you could ever possibly want and what kind of breakdown these superpowers will offer you. You take this knowledge that I have just talked about today and you apply it, and I guarantee you, you will be someone in this world that people will be talking about for many years to come. All of us have this ability. Not just me, but everybody that's watching this video. We all have this ability. And all we have to do, gentlemen, is apply it. So I just wanted to thank you guys, again, for always coming through, for always supporting us, for always supporting us brothers that are trying to put this message out there. You're right, Michael. Semen retention is the red pill, bro. It is the red pill. Because, like I said, it makes you focus on yourself. You put down the rest of the crap that's in society. You put down the rest of the shit that society is trying to put on us, which is women and releasing our energy. You know, I would say that's partly true, brother, because it makes us unstable, correct? Right? Everything that I've just read here, we're seeing that if you're releasing your semen, it takes away from who you are. So that makes you less stable. That makes you lose your cool faster. That makes you lose your frame faster. Okay? And most of the guys that are in there from domestic violence and stuff of that nature. So I guess I'd say that correlates just perfectly with everything that we've just been talking about. All right? It correlates perfectly. Okay? Okay, here's the thing about wet dreams. I'll touch on this one more time. The thing about wet dreams is, number one, your body is not meant to retain all that semen all the time. So you're going to have a wet dream. A wet dream is not a relapse, okay? A wet dream is not a relapse. Now, if you are provoking those wet dreams by watching stuff that you shouldn't be watching, by getting sexually aroused at night before you go to bed, then most definitely, that would be a relapse. But what the body does, the body's very intelligent, okay? When the body gets built up with excess semen that it needs to release, it will release it via a wet dream, or like I told you guys in the 1-year semen retention video, you will release small amounts through your urine, okay? That's how intelligent your body is. And that's either that's either the sperm cells that have died off, maybe the old sperm cells that are pushing it out to generate and recreate new sperm cells. But whatever the case may be, your body is a super intelligent organism, and it knows what to do with stuff that it does not need anymore. Okay? Point blank period. All right? But if you are having wet dreams, you shouldn't be having a whole lot of wet dreams, you guys, okay? You shouldn't be. You're absolutely right. This is how man becomes God. This is how man not God with a little g, okay? God with a little g. Not big God, not God with the big G, but God with a little g. This is how man can become this version, okay? And you guys, I know I talk about it all the time, but I'm telling you guys, the law of attraction that's happened to me, I can't even explain it. I can't even, everywhere I go, okay? And you're damn right, when I go back Wednesday when I go back, because I go out Wednesday and Friday nights to these restaurants. When I go back Wednesday, I'm going to tell you guys how much further I got with Becca, right? It's the first time we had talked to each other, and I told you she had been looking and she'd been eyeing me, and I'm telling you, when I go back, I'm going to let you know how far I got with Becca. It's a huge distraction, brother. That is a huge, huge distraction. You're absolutely 100% right about that. You know what I'm saying? You're right about that. But again, I just don't believe any man in this world should be alone. As I said, I'm an advocate reader of the Bible, and God created women for men. Men is not meant to be alone. Even though this gynocracy in the society has pushed us apart, it doesn't mean that there isn't someone out there possibly for you. Again, I'm not advocating marriage. I'm not advocating long relationships. I'm advocating that a man will be his ultimate best version when he has some female energy helping him out, okay? And that's just 100% fact, you guys, all right? We all got here because of a man and a woman came together. And if we're going to sit here and act like we didn't need one or the other more, then that would just be a lie, okay? But we all know what's going on in the society. We all know exactly what they're doing to break us apart and to keep us apart, okay? We all know this, you guys, all right? So just remember, you go on this journey, you stay focused, you become the best version of yourself. You build yourself up so high, you build your sexual market value up so high, but also keep the red pill mindset when you go in and you meet these women, and you will never have a problem, okay? You will never have a problem. I assure you guys, you will never ever have a single problem. You're right, bro. I have that. That's so funny that you say that. That's so funny you say that, because I wake up and I have that same problem. I wake up with that good old morning wood. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know what I noticed? I'm going to bring this up. The last time I had a wet dream, I noticed if I don't wake up and I wake up in the middle of the night and I have wood and I don't go to the bathroom, if I don't go, urinate, that will cause me to have a wet dream, because I'll be so rock hard. And that's just the straight up truth. So if you guys are doing semen retention and you guys are waking up with morning wood, try to go to the bathroom. You're that's partly right. I believe you can, man. I really believe you can. Status builds up sexual marketplace value. So if you have status, or you're like I said, because this is going to make you the best version of yourself. You're going to be able to create, you're going to be able to do things that you didn't think were possible, okay? Thus making you stand out, thus making your sexual market value higher. Yep, you're right. I'm telling you, that waking up hard thing, you guys, whew, if you don't do something about that, man. You're right. Okay. Better said. I stand corrected. That's better said, brother. Better said. Your social media? No. You got to understand thing about social media, man. Social media is created for the women, right? That's what social media, that's what I see it for. Social media is created for the women in my eyes, right? They're the only ones that are on there that are really using that to its fullest extent, right? I don't think it's a negative thing. I think it could be a positive thing, but you also got to use it for good. You can't be one of these guys on here just, lying to people, misleading people. You can't be one of these people. You got to use your social media for things that are really, that are really what you're about. And if you do that, then it's not a problem at all. But if you're one of these people that are just going to get on social media sites just to act and lie and try to act like you're something that you're not, then yes, I think that can be a negative part about social media, especially for men, most definitely. All right, my guys, I want you guys to do me a favor. Please like the video. Please share the video. I'm going to be coming on here, and I'm going to, all this information that I learn, all these things that I study, all these things that I find, I'm going to share them with you guys, okay? That's just the way I'm going to do. I'm going to share it with you guys. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Mr. Former. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. There's nothing wrong with wanting solitude at all, okay? And for a long time, Mr. Former, I honestly thought that's what I wanted too, okay? But what I noticed is, at some point during my days, I wouldn't mind the company of a female for an hour or two, right? And I've been celibate for, over 16 months, brother. 16 months. No masturbation, no pornography, no releasing my semen, right? And what I noticed is, and I'm telling you, this will happen vice versa for any man. It doesn't matter what you look like. I don't want to hear these men say yada 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 yada. I don't want to hear it. If you are retaining your sexual energy, there is some woman out there who is going to want to be a part of your life. Now, I'm not telling you to get married. I'm not advocating getting married. I'm not advocating being in a relationship. I'm not advocating any of that. I'm not. But there is nothing wrong with having some female attention, man. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I think, like I said, women are created for men, all right? Point blank, period. They're created for men. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with having that energy into your life, okay? I'm not telling you, like I said, I'm not telling you to hang out with them all the time. I'm not telling you to fall in love. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm starting to see in my journey is that I start to grow more appreciation for females, okay? Even though I know what they're about, I know they're poisonous, and I know that. I know all of that. But I've been growing an appreciation of the female body. I've grown an appreciation of the female mind. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Yep, you're right. Some men don't have a choice. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's unfortunate, brother. That really is unfortunate. And this is where I hate having this kind of conversation, because I don't want to feel like I'm going against my philosophy that I've been holding for over the last 5 years, which is MGTOW, right? I don't want to go over my philosophy, okay? But everyone is not in the same situation as, other men, right? We all have different situations. Thank you, brother. Thank you. We all have different situations, man. Some men are just, some men have it and some men don't. But one thing that I'm advocating, that I really, really honestly want you to know, that semen retention really helps, man. It really helps. Not only that, it will change your psyche, okay? It'll make you have more appreciation for everybody, not just women, you know what I mean? Not just men. You'll have more appreciation for life in general. And this is what I'm starting to notice, okay? And like I said, now that I go out by myself, man. I wine and dine by myself. I go out and have dinners by myself. I don't go out with anyone, okay? And what I'm noticing is I just have more of appreciation for people. And I am way more appreciative when the female comes up to me and starts talking to me, right? Even though I know what she's about, okay? But I still have that appreciation for it, right? So I honestly wish every man could have, a decent, honest chick by his side, which I know will never happen, right? But that's what I honestly wish. And I wouldn't wish a man to completely be celibate for the rest of his life. I wouldn't wish a man to completely want to not interact with the opposite sex for the rest of his life. as I've gone through this journey, I'm seeing life in a whole different perspective. All right. That's just the way it is. But again, I'm not advocating marriage. I'm MGTOW, right? But at the same time, if the right woman comes along, you know, I'm going to entertain that situation. I will, brother. I will. I promise you I'll save this video. And I'm going to get back to making some, you know, more MGTOW friendly videos. But you guys, this semen retention stuff, right. You're right, brother. Listen, I'm not going back to the plantation. I'll say it again. I'll say it again a million times. I'm not going back to the plantation. And let me explain. We might all have our different views on what plantation means. But a plantation means for me is being locked up and wifed up in a relationship with a female. That's not going to happen. Now, I'm going to be in and out, you know, I'm not even going to call it dating, but I'll entertain hanging out with a female, man. I am. Because like I told you guys, I'm not going to masturbate. So what else am I supposed to do? Explode? Right? Let's be real here, right? So I'm never going to go back to masturbating. So the only way that I'm going to be able to release myself is with a female, right? So that's where I'm telling you my views have changed, you know, making it this far. And guys, I've never been the type of guy, you guys may think I'm lying, but I've had women hit on me before, but never like this. Never like this, you guys. And that's why I'm telling you there's something special about semen retention. And if you're really practicing it, some female is going to run into you and she's going to feel your aura and it's going to change your outlook. Okay? I promise you, it's going to change your outlook. But you have to do it. You can't be one of these people who are saying, oh, I'm not going to go back to the plantation. I'll never trust a female. And you're fapping your energy away. You're not being real with yourself, okay? As I said, there is someone out there for everybody. I don't care if you're 300 pounds. I don't care if you're a freaking skinny toothpick. There's someone out there for everybody. Well, like I said, everyone has their own views of it, bro. But I promise you, if you hung around me long enough, I promise you this, you guys. If you hung around me long enough and you start seeing things from my perspective and you really start practicing the things that I'm telling you to practice, I promise you your outlook would change, okay? I haven't heard anyone comment and say anything about how long they've been doing semen retention. I haven't heard anyone say anything about that. So that tells me the majority of you men are not doing this, right? So your perspective is bound to change, okay? So you're just talking out of an emotional state, if you will, because you have not went on this journey yet. And I'm telling you, once you go on this journey and once you get to this level, your outlook is going to change. But it's like arguing with someone that doesn't want to hear the truth. Until you do what I've told you to do, then it's just going to be argumentative and you're never going to understand. Okay. But I promise you this. I put this on my life. If you really doing this to the high level that these yogis and all these people and all these Buddhist monks and all these people who are telling you to do it, you're going to see that this shit is real. Okay? Hell yeah, man. Day 74, good job, brother. Good job, man. Good job. You're going to benefit so much from that, my man. You're going to benefit from that mentally. You're going to benefit from that health-wise. And it's just going to make you a better person. I promise you, man. There's nothing fake about this, you guys. There's nothing fake about this. I promise you. There's absolutely nothing fake about this no Fap semen retention. All right? So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to be coming back probably in a few days if I get some time and I'll make another video. Yeah, well, 2 months. I mean, that's I told you that's about when, you know, those demons start attacking you. You know what I mean? You got to understand this is a spiritual warfare, you guys. Okay, and the succubus spirit is real. So every time you fap and you release your energy, you're releasing your energy to a succubus, whether that be spiritual or physical. It doesn't matter. Okay. So you got to understand this is a spiritual thing. And of course you're going to have these thoughts that go through your head because that's spiritual. They're attacking you. I know it's not easy, but put yourself in a good enough situation, put yourself in a good enough predicament where you can protect yourself. They do every day, and they try to make you bust a nut. I had demons in my dream last night. I'm going to tell you a quick dream real quick. So last night, I like to stay up late. I like to read the Bible before I go to bed. And when I'm up and I go to bed late, I'll have these dreams of girls naked. I have these dreams of girls coming up to me, showing me their coochies and their tits, and it's like it's trying to make me have an orgasm in my sleep. And this happens to me often, okay? Happens to me often, okay? At least 3 times a week, I'm having these dreams of either some girl I hadn't had sex with before, or, some situation where I'm, doing some kind of sexual encounter with a woman in my dreams. And the last time that I did that, the last time that I took advantage of that in my dream, guess what happened? I had a wet dream. You're right, brother. I'm telling you, these are facts, all right? And the last time that I entertained that, I had a wet dream, okay? The last time I gave into that succubus demon spirit in my dream that was trying to have sex with me, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah, hit the like button, you guys, please. Everybody's watching this. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Share. Let's share this information with men. You know what I mean? There's some stuff on here that you guys should rewatch this video if you missed it, and you should, you just go back and listen to these things that I've told you, and I promise you it'll all make sense. Okay? It'll all make sense, you guys. I have no reason to lie to you. I have no reason to come on here and talk for over an hour about nothing. I don't do that, all right? Yep, random dirty thoughts in your sleep. That's what happens. And then next thing you know, you get that morning wood. And if you're like me, I'd rather wait till the early morning before I go pee. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're sleeping in the middle of the night and you're doing semen retention and you wake up at 3 in the morning and you got to pee, just get up and go pee, okay? Because if you keep that thing hard, because pee makes your thing hard too, right? So if you keep that thing hard, you'll end up turning over on the bed, and next thing you know, you'll wake up in that wrong position with wood, and there you go, and you'll bust and you'll have a wet dream. And I'm telling you right now, there's nothing more worse than that feeling of having a wet dream when you're on semen retention, because it feels like you've been robbed, okay? It literally feels like you fucking have been robbed, right? That's just the straight up, honest to God truth, okay? But you got to understand too, there's a huge difference between a relapse and a wet dream, okay? It has something to do subconsciously. You also release a lot less when you have a wet dream than you do when you're conscious. So again, it's not a huge relapse, but it is a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling, and it will throw off your day. And it'll take you at least, maybe 4 or 5 days to a week before you start feeling better again, okay? Before you start getting that, that I can't be touched energy back again, all right? All right, all my MGTOW brothers, all right, all my no-fap brothers, all right, all my semen retention brothers, I appreciate y'all for watching. You gentlemen have a good day. And please, 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 how do you eliminate negative thoughts? Eliminate negative thoughts, bro. That's a tough one. I would say just start checking your surroundings of what you're exposing yourself to. If you're listening to gangster rap music where people shoot and kill each other, if you're watching fucking crazy movies before you go to bed at night, if you surrounding yourself with people who are just negative, you're going to take in those thoughts. We're like sponges, all right? So if you go around, and let me ask you a question. If you go around and you be around someone that's full of negative energy, right? What happens? You end up starting to be negative, right? You go around somebody that's having a bad day and you hang around them long enough, what happens? You start to have a bad day, right? It's the same thing. This is the same thing with negative thoughts. You gotta surround yourself with a good aura, man. You gotta eliminate negative things. Rap music is negative, bro. I love rap music, but it's negative. That's why I try to listen to a lot of country. I try to listen to a lot of classical. I try to listen to, old school rock songs. Like I try to eliminate as much negativity around me as possible, because that ends up affecting who you are. And working out. You're absolutely right. Any kind of workout will help you release that, bro. Any kind of workout will help you release that, all right? That is just 100% facts. Oh, man. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to put it, man. Just keep yourself away from negative energy and negative people. Watch what you watch on TV, watch what you listen to. And you're going to be all right. All right? I promise you. That I promise you. Again, guys, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Share this with the rest of the family. Share this with the rest of the brothers out there. And I will talk with you guys soon, all right? Have a great day, you guys. Peace.